I'm going to be covering the DCEU, the Snyderverse, Zack Snyder's Justice League, all DC content. Oh yeah! What's going on, Irregular Nation? Irregular Toy Show. Just 3 of them. Good. There's going to be a crisis on Irregulars coming our way. Feels in love. Irregular Nation, are you ready for this? Irregular Nation, what is going on? Who wants to get dizzy? Let's get dizzy! Let's get dizzy! That's right. I still want this album. Don't show the store. Irregular Nation, welcome to Irregular Reviews. Newsflash 2.0 with me, Neil Storm, where I bring you your Earth One news because the Irregular Neil just does not want to.
For the devils! The devils!
Oh, Irregular Nation, what is good? How is everybody doing? And welcome to another Irregular Thoughts Live with me, the Irregular Neil. And of course, to my left in the nosebleed section is Miss Hope Productions herself. Hello, Kelsey. Hello, everybody. Yes. So, we're back live again for another edition of this, as I already said. But, you know, we don't go live on a constant basis, so no one ever really knows when the hell I'm going to go live. And we set this up on Sunday before, you know, we're going to get into some topics now, you know, before I even do that. But we set this up on Sunday. Now, I haven't done a Newsflash 2.0 in probably like 2 months, I'd say, at least. And, you know, I was like, well, Kelsey, we got to start getting... Yeah, what was it? All right, a month ago, a month and a half. All right, whatever it may be. But I was like, you know, I want to start going live again. We have to start getting our live itch going, you know, because we want those special lives and all that kind of stuff. But in that happening, when we set it up on Sunday, I did know that the DC slate was going to be announced at some point. And I was like, oh, geez, you know, it would be a perfect time for a Newsflash 2.0, but it got released yesterday. Or today. Everybody knew about it being released today. So now the entire comic nerd world, which I'm associated with, is now live today at pretty much all of us at the same time. So anybody that does tune in, stop by. I appreciate it. Make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe if you haven't, and become a part of the Irregular Nation. Because why wouldn't you want to? I mean, my God, come take a ride on the Irregular side all the time with this guy. And of course, Hope Productions. I mean, geez, we're too entertaining not to be around. Oh, and I didn't put my Pac-Man on. How dare I? I didn't put my Pac-Man lights on. Oh my God. What is wrong with me? What an asshole. All right. That's like one of my fave gifts. I love that thing. It's so cool. It just kind of...
The cheapest gift I got him, and he's like, "This is the best gift."
The batteries are always a great thing. So cheers out there tonight. I'm having myself a delicious Stone IPA. Yes, and it's kind of hard to see, but it's a 7.7 on on the Richter scale. Yes, a 7.7. Kelsey's having herself, I believe, a whiskey sour.
Yes, with no sugar.
Oh, a whiskey sour with no sugar. Wow. That's gotta hurt.
No,
It's not hurt.
So,
like I was saying,
we're on a health kick. Neil.
oh, we're on a major health kick. So you see us like drinking our alcohol.
I
Yo,
can't drink sugar.
we are eating some good shit, and I'm getting that great workout going. I'm feeling all biff and buff. like I was at one point. I'm wearing those tight shirts, and she's like, "Oh, not looking bad." I'm like, "Yeah, that's right, that's
Yeah,
right."
and all
For
the
some,
people at work being like, oh, look at this mouth salt. Yeah, he's showing off, isn't he?
the more comfortable, But I had that little rough year, that little rough patch where I was just being a little biatch. So as I approach my 41st birthday, which is in a couple weeks, actually, what, 3 weeks? Yeah, 3 weeks. 3 weeks. February 17th when they released Ant-Man. 2 weeks from Friday. There you go. Yeah, so I'll be turning 41. So I always wanted to be a ripped old man. So we got to be headed in the right direction. She always says ugh to that. I don't know why. Why would you say ugh? Why would you say ugh?
What an old man, baby.
In shape. All right. Anyway, but like I was saying, we unfortunately, our life is happening when a ton of other people's lives are going on, and here I am, and I have to talk about the slate that was released. Of course, I don't have to. I choose to because I love DC. And this whole thing everybody's been waiting for it, but it's not even like the entire slate. And we'll get into that in a minute or so. I have all the topics. So like tonight on our topics tonight for our regular thoughts, where's my banners? Here they are. Of course, as always, we're going to have random this time because I love a good random conversation about anything. Kelsey knows that. We're going to talk about The Last of Us episode 3, and there's going to be some spoilers, of course, because if you haven't watched it, why haven't you? There's only 3 episodes. Get on it. The Last of Us is great. And we've got Disney Parks news with Hope Productions, of course, leading the way. And we're going to be talking about, because it's going to be going out in Hollywood. It's already been in Japan, right? For about a year. Yeah, Super Nintendo World. So we're going to talk about that. That looks freaking awesome. Can't wait for that. I'm going to have to put Hope Productions on a plane. There's not going to be a choice.
No, my brother wants to go. You just go with him.
Oh, okay. All right. Kyle, you and I are going to be going to visit that. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. All right.
Maybe I'll come.
All right. Cool. And then we're going to be talking about, of course, this is going to be a hot subject for a minute, is the gun slate for DC Studios, the new DCU going forward. DC, drop the value, of course, as Neil Storm likes to call it, because, we're going to have Newsflash 2.0 coming back too, of course, because we need to. Neil Storm's he's been pinging me. He's like, why are you talking about this? I'm like, well, we got to get our live going. Yeah, he's back. He's back. He's a little pissed that he's not talking about this. I'm like, well, dude, it's all right. Hope Productions is going to hit that boom tube and she'll be back out there. Don't worry. She'll be back to the broadcasting planet, even though technically we live on the broadcasting planet where everybody reports all this shit. So it doesn't matter where you go. Huh? You want me to go? Wow. Okay. That's cool. We should have him on the show. We should have Neil Storm on the show. No, she says. He's unbearable, she says. So I see we have a few people in here right now. So let's go in there. Hey, there he is. Oh, Jose Diaz is up in the house. Jose, love you. Always appreciate that you check everything out and you're here. Hello, Kelsey and Neil. Hello, Jose. What do you got? Kansas City Chiefs and Philadelphia Eagles for Super Bowl 57 championship game. Yeah, dude. I'm a Giant fan. I didn't like the Niners either, so I didn't really care who won that game. I really thought the Bengals were going to go because they were just playing good football, man. But that didn't happen. That just didn't happen. They fell short, and now you've got KC and Philly. It should be a good Super Bowl. We'll find out. Of course, next week they have their BS All-Star Weekend kind of Pro Bowl thing where it's just like flag football now. But whatever it may be. I remember you always use it. I remember we can even talk about all this shit in randomness time later on. Loving like All-Star Weekends and all that crap when it came to sports. And then as I've gotten older, I'm like, yeah, whatever. If the teams I don't like, if the teams I like aren't doing good, You're just kind of, I'm just kind of like, no, I can't sit here and spend 2 hours watching a shit team. Like, this is the first year. We've already been to 2 Devil games. Yes, we've been to 2 Devil games already this year. I haven't been to a Devil game prior to this year in like almost 2 decades, it feels like. I'm pretty sure it was. But the Devils are good this year. So.
For the Devils! The Devils!
Oh, yeah. And we've got a lot of good Seinfeld drops that we added. I did say that. So anybody that doesn't follow me on Instagram doesn't know about all this stuff because I'm so sorry, everybody. I cannot play on Twitter. I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed to. I got busted a few years ago for spam and platform manipulation. Okay. And then I never got let back on, and then I got banned for life. So it's just like, all right, I'm so sorry. So you all have to come follow me on Instagram because why wouldn't you want to anyway? I mean, Instagram's fun. You see tons of stories. I post tons of shit. I'm not always posting a ton of comics and all that kind of stuff. But, what can I tell you? It's just what it is. But, that being said, Hope Productions. Any quick thoughts before I get into some topics? Anything. How you feeling? She did go do something today that might change her future. So it's a cool thing. She was a little nervous, but I think she knocked it out of the park. What do you think? No idea. She doesn't like to say, she doesn't like to, maybe like, oh yeah, I did really good. She doesn't want to pump herself up, but I've been pumping her up. So I think she's good. I think she's got this.
You'd be saying the same thing, you asshole.
What's that?
You'd be saying you didn't do a good job.
Of course.
You say you don't do a good job every day.
Yeah, I know. I'm not denying that, but I still will always coach you up and yell at you when you go the other way. Yeah, of course. Don't you dare. All right. So let's get into, see, now Kelsey's got to cook tonight. Usually I cook. But on this stream, it's a tag team effort, but I do. It is. You always have to,
Everybody got fired.
Oh, she got fired. No, you have to.
He said, you suck, you're fired.
No, I didn't say that. I never said that you suck. I just said that, you have to, you do the salads and I'll do everything else. I'll take care of
do the salads, the thing that's not cooked. How does that not say, Kelsey, you suck?
No, that is not what that says.
What way does that say, Kelsey, you're great?
No, that does not say that. I don't know what you're talking about. That is utter insanity. That is insanity, I tell you. Insanity. It's not like that. She goes, yes, it is. Oh, no, not at all. Huh? I didn't fire you. You thought I fired you? No. I didn't fire you from that. Come on now.
Really? No, from now on.
Huh? No.
There you go. You fired me.
No.
Why?
I got this.
Why?
Hmm?
Why are you saying no?
Well,
You're saying no.
as we sit here and we talk about that, right? So we're talking.
Kelsey sucks. Say it.
Not at all. Not at all. Yeah. But no, I don't think of it like that. Stop that. All right. So, with that being said, let's get into some topics. Because Kelsey is going to be talking like I said, some Disney parks on some stuff. We're going to be gushing. I'm going to be gushing over the Super Nintendo world, and I showed you what we're going to be talking about. So let's get into some stuff. Now, here is something, right, that we know that Neil Storm would be talking about. Neil Storm would be technically covering all this stuff. But because I feel like going live, it's gonna be a little bit different. So now we got to go to those shares because I got to get used to these shares again because it's just a little different. All right, there we go. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is what happened today. We've got the gun slate that came out. Now here is the video. I'm not going to click on that, of course, because I mean, there's probably somebody talking over it anyway, because we're seeing some of this right now. But he basically he laid out some projects. All right, this is supposed to be an 8 to 10 year plan, right? An 8 to 10 year plan. Now, for some reason, everybody thought, I don't know what it was, but everybody thought that he was going to release the entire plan right away. And you're like, no, he's really not going to release the plan. He's going to give you a little bits and pieces. He gave us a decent amount of shit, and it looks good. Now, like, even before I start clicking, through all this stuff, I don't know why everybody was so excited. Like, I think everybody was a little too like, all right, it's coming, here we go, we're gonna get the 10-year plan, we're gonna get all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, you're gonna get this, yeah, but guess what the new DCU isn't starting until Superman Legacy, which is gonna be the first movie of the DCU. Now, what he did in a slick way, because I'm sure they retooled certain things or cameos, whatever it may be, you still have the 4 movies that are coming out, right? What does it go? Shazam, whatever it may be. Shazam, you got Shazam, we got Flash Drive, we've got Aquaman, and we've got Blue Beetle. Okay. Now, Blue Beetle, as we know, is going to be tied into the DCU, which you kind of figured, because why the fuck would you exclude Blue Beetle? Blue Beetle had nothing to do with anything coming forward. Yes, it was made, but it's probably disconnected enough where they were able to tweak something here, there, or the other, where you could tie that into the new DCU. So good on that, because I do look forward to that movie. I didn't care if that movie was going to get made. I thought it could have been a series or whatever it may be, but we're getting that movie. The suit looked good when we saw it, so that's cool. But what's unfortunate is the mess that is DC. I know a lot of people are so pissed. They're so pissed that this is happening, right? You finally got a studio, right, to run the DC brand. So you finally got that division. And now, unfortunately, no matter what happens from this point on, until the first movie comes out or some of this stuff starts coming out, which we'll talk about, which I haven't gone through yet, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. If anybody expected like some monumental shift with this shit, that wasn't happening. There was not going to be a monumental shift when it came to whatever this man was going to announce today. No. You already knew about a Superman movie. We didn't know we were going to get a Batman movie. So we're getting Brave and the Bold. Like I said, we're getting I didn't say that yet. We're getting a Batman movie with a Batman and Robin, but it's going to be Damian Wayne. That's cool. We're getting a Green Lantern. We knew about a Green Lantern series. Now we're getting it, but it's retooled. It's refined. Good. Sounds a lot better. Hal Jordan, Jon Stewart. You don't need to go anywhere else. You don't need all these obscure lanterns coming in. I mean, when we heard about that, it was going to be like all these little. It kind of reminded me like when they were doing the original plan for what they were going to do for that series. It sounded like they were going to do like a Twilight Zone style thing. Like everything's a different story, different time period, but somehow all connected. Yeah. So like the DC EU at the time was always been a mess. It's always been a clusterfuck of shit. You didn't know what was going on. So before we get into detail about each one, all right, here was one where I was like, what? Creature Commanders. This is going to be an animated series. One thing I did like that he said was that you're going to get any of the animation that they come up with. It's all going to be in continuity, right? Animation, video games, movie, TV. All right, cool. And then anybody that voices the characters will play the characters in live action. Good on you. Cool stuff. Like it. I don't know shit about any of this. Like I said, everybody knows, anybody that follows me, anybody knew, I was always a fan of all the comic characters. I did not read comic books. I didn't care to. I just wasn't that dude. I didn't get immersed with all that. So when movies, cartoons, and all that came out, I would cast my judgment for that. Anybody that would go into the minute details, this and that, I would look it up, check it out, be like, oh, okay, I see where they're upset, this, that, the other. But, you know, if it was still giving me a product of entertainment and I enjoyed it, then we're good. And that was kind of what was going on with what happened with Snides. You know, he's too niche. He really speaks to all the fans. Yeah, that's great. But if you're not a hardcore comic book reader or any of that crap, when you're doing entertainment and you're doing this kind of thing where you have to make money off it, you can't just cater to a small demographic. That doesn't work. So that's why, you know, you also had poor management. I mean, I'm sure they could have done something. But one thing I will say as we go on, there could be something down the line. You never know. But this Creature Commanders, all right, we'll see. We'll see what that is. I'm not like excited for that, but cool. Like what this slate showed you was the fact that you're getting an expanded universe already in the first chapter. The first chapter he's calling Gods and Monsters, but it's not even the entire first chapter that he gave you because he can't unleash all this stuff really due to the fact that you have 4 movies that have to come out from the older brand. If that's coming out from the older brand and you're using the Flash movie as the Flashpoint paradox to basically reset this whole thing. And when you think about it, well, if all have paid attention to the DCAU, so anybody tuning in that's watching me right now that might not want to hear about this, I get it. You don't pay attention to this, but I used to. I didn't used to. I still do. And then the DCAU, which is a DC animated universe, I love the DC animated universe. That was like one of my third videos I did when I started my channel. And you know, you had like a movie slate. It was like 22 movies, I believe, which kind of was based off the New 52, but they did their cohesive universe in that, and they built it all the way up to Justice League Apocalypse War, and that was a dark ass flick, but it tied everything around. Characters died, this, that, the other. But the Flash, at the end of the day, resets the universe at the end of that because they failed. They might have won, but they failed. So whatever might happen with Flash Drive obviously is going to set it up in some way, because like the way he was describing things, I mean, you have Shazam. I believe Shazam can still exist at some point down the road. And then you have Flash Drive, then you have Aquaman, and then you have Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle is his own thing. It probably doesn't really matter that much. So that's why it is going to be integrated into his universe. We found out that the Robert Pattinson Batman. Now, at one point, I remember I said 2 weeks ago that he might be integrated into this. He's not going to be. They're making distinct moves. It's the moves that everybody wanted. I mean, because when you want cohesion, you want to have set pillars. You know what I'm trying to say? So you have your DCU. Now you're going to have your DC Elseworlds, which is going to be the Batman, which is going to be the Joker. And then people are like, well, what about Zack Snyder? What about Zack Snyder? If that becomes a thing, you never know. It could be, and they go animated with that. Why not go animated with that? I've said that for the fucking longest time, but people used to argue with me. And I said that for so long. Right. You know, so, I mean, really cool shit. And then when you think about it, like, so as all this stuff has been announced, and I've been talking like loosely back and forth about all of it. We're going to keep going down the line, so don't worry about that. But as this was playing today, as like the gun slate was coming out, you know that there was a faction of fucking fans that were so going like this, Kelsey. So going like this. And this is definitely one of my new favorite drops.
Choking the life out of all the pretty flowers. You see something young, something pretty, you just gotta choke the life out of it, don't you, Trainer? Huh? You killed the pretty flowers, didn't you, Trainer? You killed the pretty little flowers, didn't you? You dirty, filthy.
It's freezing. Why is it freezing? Hold on.
Choking the life out of all the pretty flowers. You see something young, something pretty, you just gotta choke the life out of it, don't you, Trainer? Huh? Killed the pretty flowers, didn't you, Trainer? You killed the...
I know. It wasn't when I played it earlier. Hold on, everybody. It's pissing me off.
No, I don't drink coffee.
Yeah, you don't drink coffee? How about instant coffee?
No, I don't have.
You don't have any instant coffee?
Well, I don't normally.
Who doesn't have instant coffee?
All right. So for some reason that drop isn't working. So guess what? We're gonna go back to this because I'll go back to that at one point. But that was pretty much what was going on. Yeah. What the fuck was up with that? I gotta try.
Choking the life out of all the pretty flowers. You see something young, something pretty, you just gotta choke the life out of it, don't you, Trainer? Huh? Killed the pretty flowers, didn't you, Trainer? You killed the pretty little flowers, didn't you? You dirty, filthy.
Why is that not working? What the hell? You probably have to re-upload it, right? Oh, all right. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. So we're going to go back to what I was talking about. Basically, that was Kramer being interrogated. He's like, oh, every time something's like said to him, he's like, I don't know. I don't want to do it. So, yeah. I'm not. Your phone's not loading? So maybe it was YouTube?
No, I think I need to disconnect from Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. All right. Well, like I said, sorry, everybody. Sorry about that. I was trying to do something funny, and for some reason, this shit was not working. I apologize. Huh? Okay. Yeah. Oh, well, you know what? It just kicked me off of here, too. Not off of this. It kicked me my phone. Yeah. What the fuck? What's going on, yo? We're having some technical difficulties. See, this is what happens when you go live. Technical difficulties.
Very slowly.
Very slowly. It's coming back?
Very slowly.
Hey, making me nervous.
No, it's not you. It's my phone.
Oh, it's your phone. Okay.
Yes.
So, like, here was another. This one right here, I didn't care about. Waller. Spin-off series of Guns, HBO Max hit series Peacemaker. No. I didn't care for Peacemaker. I called it Dickmaker because I've never seen so many fucking penis jokes in my life in one series. I was just like, wow, do we have an obsession with penises? I don't know what the hell's going on here. But, yeah, Waller, yeah, whatever. I can care less about that. I guess that, like, some of this shit that's coming, I feel it is kind of like a prelude to things. Did it come back up for you? Okay. Yeah, I don't know why that was slow. I'm going to try that fucking drop again at one point. I don't know what's up with that because we tried it before and the drop worked fine. Yeah. So it was a little weird. The only thing I will say is the volume was a little low. So maybe that was the clip. So maybe it's just the clip being stupid. But yeah, the Waller series I can give two shits about. That doesn't do anything for me. Now I don't want to go super out of order. Now the Lanterns, I'm going to try to do like series. So Lanterns, like I said, that's going to be a series, right? Prior to Lanterns, I know that it was going to be like a bunch of, like we said, a bunch of obscure characters, right? But like it was going to be Kyle Rayner. There was going to be a couple others. I was like, yeah, whatever. Just go with the two that people fucking know. Go with Hal Jordan. Go with Jon Stewart. I mean, you got that. Like, come on. So, the fact that we're going to get that is awesome. Now, he says it's kind of like a True Detective series. I didn't watch True Detective, so I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know. I guess, it's going to be like a buddy cop kind of thing, so that's cool. Technically, is it, like I've heard people say Lethal Weapon. That's a good comparison. But it's gonna be in space. Space cops. Let's go. Now, one of the other was there another series, I believe? Oh, yes, here it is. Paradise Lost. Now, Paradise Lost is supposed to be kind of like it's gonna be on the Amazon, it's gonna be on Themyscira. And it's going to be, it was said to have a Game of Thrones style feel to it. It's going to have that feel. All right, cool. I guess this is going to be what leads up to a Wonder Woman movie. Now, that's one movie that wasn't announced, and you don't need that yet. You're not doing Justice League already, all right? you're gonna build your universe a little bit. So to do it this way, hey, I'm down, man. I am down. So that's cool. Very cool. Then we got the Batman sequel. I really look. Truth 31 calls him NyQuil Man. I do not disagree with that because it I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. I thought it was a beautifully shot movie, this and that, gave it a high rating, and I've said this many times, but him as Batman and all that, nah, I don't really give two shits about that. And that's set for 2025. Now, October 3rd, 2025, right? That's why I was kind of like, all right, everybody, you're super fucking excited. But guess what? None of this shit's coming out for a while. You've got years before this shit's even starts. And there could be tweaks and twists and all this kind of stuff. So, yo, what up? Why were we so like, I need to have it? Booster Gold. I do like this. This is going to be a series. The Booster Gold series, I am excited for. I'm not going to lie. I'm excited for some Booster Gold. The only time I saw Booster Gold live action was in Smallville. And they even put Blue Beetle in that. Now, Smallville, we know, was cringe at many times. Hell, my channel's cringe. But it just had its beauty to it. So, the fact that we're going to get that, I'm a big fan. I like that we're going to get a Booster Gold series. Now, people that don't know Booster Gold, he's from the future. He is basically a crap football player that didn't make it. So he uses the tech of the future and he travels back in time to use the tech to be a superhero in the past. And he needs to gain his fame. So basically it's like I think Gunn even said it, imposter something, like whatever syndrome, imposter syndrome, whatever it may be. But that's going to be, you think about it, like that's going to be a good series. You can make a good series out of that, building the character, breaking the character down, moments and all that. Because I remember even in that like little episode they have in Smallville, he's a loser, this, that, the other, but he's posing as a superhero. He loves the fame, all that kind of glitz and glam. And then he runs in. See, I don't know if he's going to run into a Blue Beetle, a Ted Cord. I mean, we'll see what happens with that. But this could be something cool, man. This could be something cool. So this is good stuff. Now, to some of the main event stuff, okay? Let's get into some, like the movies. The movie parts that, now you saw me scroll past it, of course. But the main movie that starts everything off, Superman Legacy, okay? This is the one that James Gunn is doing. James Gunn is writing this. He's in the midst of writing it. Everybody has been fan casting and saying that this guy can play it, that guy should play it. Okay. This is the insanity that's going to happen now that this little video he put out today, releasing like a small portion of not phase one, we're not Marvel, chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. This is the one that has to, this is the one that starts it off. This is the one that has to hit the home run. This is the one that everybody has to get down with. Look, if you're a fan of all these comics, right? And you're a fan of the character, this, that, the other, and you want to see that universe built, well, guess what? You're finally going to get it, okay? So for any of the little biatches that are crying and moaning about Zack Snyder not doing it, if it's not Snyder, I'm not going to watch it. I'm not impressed with the gun slate or yah. You know what? It's kind of like this. It's like the library cop.
I think this is all a big joke, don't you? Well, let me tell you something funny, boy.
What is your problem?
What's my problem? Punks like you, that's my problem. And you better not screw up again, Seinfeld, because if you do, I'll be all over you like a pit bull on a poodle.
Drop.
This is all a big joke, don't you?
The drops are slow as fuck. What's up with that? What is up with that? No, it's not you, hun. You don't have to be worried. I'm going to just play one more drop just to make sure.
Because I spit hot fire.
No, it's okay. Huh?
You okay?
There we go. We got some drops going right there. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with some of these drops right now because there's some good drops. But, yeah, it's like it's all the punks out there, all the freaking whiners that are you honestly don't have Siri, don't start talking to me. You don't have an appreciation for anything. And we're going to get into that when I start talking about the Ghostbusters stuff later on. And I'm not calling out, channels or people. I'm just calling out actually, it's people in general and how you have no appreciation for fucking anything these days. Nothing. Everybody thinks they know how to do everything better, or they know how to make modifications. Like, oh my fucking God. Oh my God. Anymore with people. But this you should be excited for. I don't give a shit about Zack Snyder. Okay. At the end of the day, I love what the man does. Okay. He gives you some awesome movies. He has his own cinematic language and everything, but he's doing all that other stuff I'm looking forward to. The Rebel Moon, the fucking Army of the Dead franchise, the Old Gods freaking thing that he's doing. Awesome. I'm looking forward to that, but I don't give a shit about fucking going back to the Snyderverse nonsense. Enough, you fucking morons. Get over it. It's done. That's it. Holy shit. Like that crap, that right there, that's what fucks you all up. Yeah, it's no different than what I'm going to say when we talk about the modifications to the Spangler Proton Pack. No one's ever satisfied unless it's what they specifically want. And I don't know why everybody is like that now these days. What the hell? Is it because of this bullshit? Because everybody wants everything at the click of a button, or because you think you have a reason why you know better? I don't know what the hell it is anymore. But it's actually obnoxious. All right? They're putting a plan in place. Appreciate it. If you don't like it, shut the fuck up. Take a seat. Go back and watch all the old shit. Okay? Don't take to your little YouTube channels and start bitching and moaning and having your panels about, it's not like this. Why don't they do it this way? This guy did it like that. Oh, shut the fuck up. You sound like idiots. You honestly sound like a bunch of morons. And I know I'm not on my own when I say that. I really do. Whether it's people in this community or not, I know the lady sitting to my left is like, really, everybody? There's a lot of other things to worry about in this world. If you don't know how to appreciate entertainment when it's given to you, then shut up. Go away. Why do you have to come to your channel and come bitch about it? Oh, that's it. This is that. Okay, so they put out crap. Then don't watch it. If you don't watch it and then you don't talk about it, you're not giving it traffic. So they just abandon things. I don't know why people are so fucking dumb. But, what can I tell you? So Superman Legacy, like they keep saying, is not an origin story. So he's kind of gonna, basically, all the characters that he's introducing are in the middle of their careers, I feel. We're not going to go back and do all this, backstory stuff. Maybe there'll be some like flashbacks here and there, but you're going to be with these characters in the middle of their careers. Like, maybe it might be the slight start, but you're going to be in the middle. So Superman Legacy starts it all off. Now, like I said, the Authority, I don't know what the fuck the Authority is. Apparently it's a passion project for him. It sounds like The Watchmen. People have already said that, so I'm not going to sit there and say that I am coming up with that. No, that's what it sounds like. It's heroes that are trying to fix the world at their own way. So that's like The Boys, Watchmen, this and that. So it's going to be a more grim take on superheroes. Okay, cool. It's not like we haven't seen that before, but you're getting it introduced into here. And we're doing a cohesive universe, so that is fucking cool. Now, here was one I didn't expect, and it came. We're getting a Batman movie. Now, it's not a Batman solo movie. Now, this is the Batman for the DCU. We're getting The Brave and the Bold with Robin. We're getting a Robin. We're actually going to have Batman and Robin. Now, it's not Dick Grayson. It's Damian Wayne. Even better. Let's get some Damian Wayne. That's his, his bastard child who was with the League of Assassins. So that means we're getting the League of Assassins. Oh, but we got that in the Bale movie. No, we didn't get that in the Christian Bale movie. No. They got that for a hot second. And I still will say Batman Begins is the best of the trilogy. I know everybody will be like, no, it's The Dark Knight. No, it's Batman Begins. But that is awesome. So we're going to get a young Damian Wayne, probably in his teen, like his, I think they said he's like,
I found this on the web.
Oh, there we go. She's talking to me again. She found Batman stuff for me. It's so nice of her. It's so sweet. So Batman's gonna be like I said, everybody's gonna be in the middle of their career. Everybody's gonna be like in their late 20s, maybe early 30. And everybody's gonna be in that. Oh, but Neil, Man of Steel, he was 33. Oh, guys, I know everybody will be chapped in the ass that we had Ben Affleck's Batman, we had Henry Cavill as Superman, we had this little story that they were telling, but I want to reiterate to people that was only going to be a fucking 5-movie arc. You're going to get a shit ton of DC content going forward. But it's James Gunn. Dude, that don't mean it's not going to be good. He's not directing every movie. They're setting up the worlds. Let's go with this. So I'm looking forward to this. Now, I don't know if it says when they're going to do this movie. No, but you're going to have, like I said, the Batman sequel. Okay. But that's in the Elseworlds genre. So when I said Elseworlds before, okay, maybe when Snid's Cakes is done down the road, 3-4 years down the road, you get that continuation that everybody just fucking is dying for. And then we'll see what real fans you are of it. Because when that happens down the road, if it does, will you watch it? And it will be in animation. So what will you do? What will you do? The other 2 movies that were mentioned that are going to come, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, don't really care about this. This one didn't do anything for me. Basically, all it shows me is that Sasha Calle will not be Supergirl going forward. Okay, that's pretty obvious because this is Kara Zor-El. I don't know what they're gonna, that kind of sucks because she probably was getting her own movie, but not anymore. The story itself, she's a jaded Supergirl. She was like living on a chunk of Krypton. I don't know all these comic stories, but some people might be like, oh, that's, whatever. But that could be cool as a movie. You never know. That could look pretty damn cool. So, whatever with that. That didn't, twist my tit. But the next one did. Swamp Thing, a horror film. Let's go. Now, I never got to see the Swamp Thing series. I know I got canceled after 1 season. I have to definitely watch it at some point. I loved Swamp Thing when I was a kid. I remember renting the movie back in the 80s. It had to. I know Truth and I were going back and forth earlier, and he's like, do you remember the second one, The Return of Swamp Thing? I'm like, yeah, it was pretty bad. But I remember having the action figure, of course. But that's cool. So that means we're probably going to get a Justice League Dark. It has to. We do know how Swamp Thing was integrated into the DCAU at times. Okay, we know how that went. They did do a Justice League Dark, and then he did show up in Apocalypse War. So, that shit could be cool. That could be cool. But, for the most part, that is the Gunn slate. The Gunn slate itself. That's why I was kind of like, all right, everybody's like super excited for this. Everybody's been talking about it, but that's not the whole slate for the first part. But you can't openly give all that out when you still have the old universe that they have to go through. Okay, you still have Shazam coming. You just put a trailer out for Shazam. You have Flash Drive that's supposed to get a trailer at Super Bowl. You're not gonna over talk this stuff. So the fact that they even did this, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that this was coming. But because of the way their company has been with this branded project, like the DC brand, I guess you had to do like a little bit of damage control, a little bit of surfing through. I didn't love the fact that James Gunn has been on Twitter so much, going amongst the normies, going back and forth and talking and all that. Like, dude, what are you doing? Stop. Don't do that. And I've said that many times already before. Don't do that. Don't converse with people on Twitter. It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. Just, you know, if the studio was running well, you wouldn't have all this confusion. You wouldn't have all these different plans coming out. It was unfortunate that the three-headed monster was still in charge, and then they were launching all these movies that are coming out now. So, you know, those fuckers that are gone are still going to get paid for those movies coming out. The next 4, I would assume. Yeah, the next 4. Yeah, they're all still a part of that. That's all still a part of the DCEU. So I guess, you know, in a way that comes, you know, that's messy. So, you know, when you think about it, they're kind of maneuvering through this, not as bad as everybody wants to think. Now, I know everybody likes to make their reactions and they like to go out there and say this, that, the other, and they like to bitch about everything. But I mean, what else can you do? You have to do these things. You have to say it. Now, I know it's been I'm pretty sure it's been meted with like bated breath and all that kind of stuff where it's not everybody's real happy about it. But, you know, what can you do? I don't know. As a comic fan of any of these characters, I don't know how you're not excited for the shit that was announced. Yes, there were some obscure things. I'm sure the Authority or the Mutant Commandos or whatever the hell it is kind of like his Guardian style things. But what's good about that is he's going to take obscure groups and he's tying them in. So why not start out with some of the obscure groups while still filtering in, right? You're still filtering in Superman, Batman and Robin. You're doing the Green Lantern series. You're doing a Booster Gold. Booster Gold's going to get a lot of viewership. I think that's going to connect with an audience that don't give two shits really about, you know, like comic stuff, but you're going to see the story of a man desperate for approval, all right, for gaining people's satisfaction, you know, getting the satisfaction of being loved and being the man on top, the man in front. That's going to go, that'll probably go pretty far, you know, because it's going to be a series and people will connect with that. And it should be done well, just like the Green Lantern series. I mean, who doesn't love a buddy cop series? Everybody loves that. You need that. And you're going to be doing it out in outer space. Come on. Hello, Truth. How are you, sir? What do we got there? Hey, Marco Man TV. How you doing, buddy? Haven't seen you in a long time. Peacemaker is just straight up nonsense and no substance. Yeah, no, it sucked. It sucked. We're getting a Robin who is 35 years old. Big W. who's not 35 years old. Yeah, I agree. It's a masterpiece. I'm sure you're talking about The Last of Us when I was saying that before. Just give me Giant Penny and Dinosaur inside the Batcave. Oh, okay. This is our last chance, LOL. Yeah, you know when we got that? You know, it's funny that you said that. I remember we got that in Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie where they fight the Shredder and the Foot Clan and all that crap and Ra's al Ghul. That shit was cool. We got that in that. Yes. There's a good chance we do get that. Can't even talk straight. We do get that. Now I want to try one of my little let's see. Does that work? I don't even know if that works. I'm not sure if that works. But whatever. But yeah, when you're thinking about it, man, I don't know why everybody would be upset. You should be excited about stuff like this. There's no reason to not be excited. You know what I'm saying? Like when you look at the articles and you look at what was unveiled today, everybody's been waiting for it, right? Content creators, whatever it may be, everybody was everybody was waiting for this crap to come out. Now, the problem with that is expectations, but the expectations should have been met. I don't know what anybody else was looking for. What else, you know, like even anybody that stops by tonight, what else were you really looking for when this man announced all this? What else did you want? What did you think you were going to get? Did you think you were going to get the entire slate? I mean, that wasn't going to happen. Did you think you were going to get a 10-year plan? No. You were going to get the first little smidget. And the first smidget has a lot of freaking stuff going on. Like, holy crap. You've got a lot of good shit. A lot of good shit to look forward to. And that's awesome. So I will say, good on Mr. Gunn for delivering a slate here. Okay, good on him. He did a good job.
Thanks. Glad to help.
What the fuck? I don't know why this thing always talks to me. She just said thank you, Kelsey. I mean, she's very happy with that. So, you know, why wouldn't you want to? You know, like I don't have much to say. I don't have really much else to say about the DC slate that's coming. There's really not much else to say. Like I wasn't going to dedicate my entire live stream to this release. There's just no reason. There's no reason to dedicate an entire stream to this. Now, we got to have some announcements for Comic-Con. Yeah, I would say so. I would think that Comic-Con's going to have definitely some stuff going on. So you got to have the San Diego one before you have the New York Comic-Con. There's definitely going to be announcements when it comes to that. I don't know exactly what they could announce. Due to the fact that they still got to promote, even though we saw all this like little goodness that came out today, you still got to promote the 4 movies that are coming. Now, I do know that there's been I've heard a lot of videos. I've watched a lot of videos today to see what like some other people are saying, that they still have the olive branch out to, you know, Momoa, to Godot, to Ezra Miller, this, that, the other. Of course you're going to do that. But then you'll be like, well, Henry Cavill got booted. Yeah, because they already have their Superman movie set. Like they know what they're doing. So to them, he doesn't fit that young vibe. So they're not moving in with him. I get it. Gal Gadot coming back as Wonder Woman. No, that's not happening. It's not happening. But you're not going to flat out say, if she has a cameo in Shazam or a cameo in Flash Drive, whether it was removed or not, because I remember there was a lot of videos, and a lot of articles saying that her scene was cut. This Cavill's scene was cut. I can see Cavill's scene cut, or maybe not even being cut. Just fucking leave it in there, because don't you think he's kind of basically writing this to Crisis on Infinite Earths, right? Don't you think that that's what's going to happen? And like they did in the TV shows and on the CW, but actually done well. And that, you know, you're going to tie that into like where all the universes can be brought back, and you can bring back a Cavill, an Affleck, a Godot, all the people back as Kingdom Come characters. Back, you know, I can see that kind of shit happening because you're trying to do a 10-year plan. So it makes the most sense. But there is no way Godot's coming back as Wonder Woman, because they're doing a Wonder Woman series, which is a prequel to Wonder Woman being born. So she's not going to play Wonder Woman. Come on now. Momoa, will he be Aquaman after Aquaman 2? I say no. I could be wrong, but I say no. I still think he's going to be Lobo. Not going to be a Lobo movie series. It's just going to be he's going to be fucking Lobo. I can see that happening. Ezra Miller back as the Flash. Absolutely not. That guy has done so much dumb shit in the past like 2 years. No, he's not coming back as Flash. But are you going to axe these people before their fucking movies come out? No, that's bad PR. You can't do that. You can't get rid of all these. You can't say, yeah, you're done before the movies come out. No, already people are already bitching and moaning that there's no point to go see it. But if you like entertainment and you like movies and you like some cinema and this, that, the other, and you like your, you like your superhero cinema. That's how we should put it, superhero cinema. Because to say it's cinema, no. A lot of these movies are not cinema. They're just cash grab bullshit. Yeah. You know, you're not going to do that. That's not a smart idea. So I'd say after those movies, after Shazam comes out and after Flash Drive comes out, no more Ezra Miller, no more Gal Gadot. That's it. They'll make those announcements. Moving forward, we're going to be going younger. Yeah. But you don't do that now, because you don't want to compliment Sandwich when you just release your like basically your little cut part of part 1. Like you're not going to want to do that. You're not going to want to put it you're not going to want to put out positivity and then give negativity right away, because then, you already have a fan base that hates you to begin with. So that doesn't make any sense. That would be bad public relations right there. And I would fire the people that are doing it. Basically, like Henry Cavill fired his whole team because they sucked. He was made to look like a fool throughout all this. But, when it comes to DC, I mean, that's about it. When it comes to all that, that's about it. I'm going to stop that screen because there's no need for it anymore. You have your series, you have your animation that he wanted to start off with. He talks about all that. He gives you the Elseworlds. Thank God they finally established that. And cool. Good on you. So we'll see what happens going forward with the DCU. We'll see. Now, moving forward into the next topic, before we hit up Hope Productions with some fun Disney Park news, we are going to tap into The Last of Us episode 3 real fast. So we'll do a little share screen with that. Okay. Now, I will say I am loving The Last of Us. I was a huge, huge fan of the game. I won't forget when I went to GameStop, right? I went to GameStop, I remember, and I was like, all right, I just finished the Nathan Drake story. I just finished all the Uncharted. So I'm like, why can't I figure out the freaking name? And I'm like, all right, so what's, and I was behind on all these games anyway. I'm like, so what's a good game that's comparable to Uncharted? And I remember the guy goes, all right, same company, Naughty Dog. He goes, The Last of Us, you have to play this. And I go, really? I'm like, is it got that same feel, that same kind of gameplay and all that? He's like, yes. I was like, all right. Fell in love with the game right away. Okay. And I'm not a gamer, but I will play games here and there. And those were just like two good story franchises that I just loved. I never played The Last of Us 2. I know that The Last of Us is now signed on for season 2. I'm assuming they're going to hit the full story for the first game in the first season would be my guess. So I never played the second one. I'm not going to play the second one if they do a season 2 because I want to see what they do. I know a lot of people were not happy with the storyline, I believe, of The Last of Us 2. So we'll see. We'll see. But this episode came, it went. It was a different style episode. We got to meet Bill. We got Bill. And there goes a Porsche right past the car because he had to, rev his engine for no reason. Why doesn't the cops pull him over? Now, I mean, when you look at the game and you look at who they casted, pretty damn spot on, man. Very spot on. Now, this episode, right? Episode 3. It hit different. It was... What they have done is they have stayed true to the game. Okay, they've stayed true. They've been giving you great beats and all that kind of stuff. And they tweaked the story in this one. We found out some of now in the game. Now, some people might be able to correct me. That's okay. You can correct me if you want. Please let me know. The virus was more of an airborne thing. Now, they gave us the imagery of a mask, like when you had to go into like high infected areas or if the spores were going and all that shit. We saw Bill wearing the mask, okay? They kept Bill as a survivalist. We saw that, when the whole town got evacuated and he was down below. But they changed the story. They gave you more of a look. What they did with this episode is they gave you a love story. Right? You got to see the relationship of Bill and Frank. Now, in the game, you didn't see that because Frank was already dead. Frank was dead. And he did not like Bill, right? But in this, you start to see the relationship between the two. It was really a well done episode. This is Frank in the episode. Now, this is like a key part right here where they're playing the piano. And that's like where they connect here and there. But basically what was amazing about what I liked about the episode, right? They took a chance. Now, after every episode on HBO Max, they give you like what they did with it. And they even talk about it. They took a chance with this episode. We felt that this was a better way to tell the story, a better way to continue it, right? The Last of Us is a grim story, okay? There's nothing happy that goes on in this fucking shit, okay? Humanity's gone, okay? This virus, this plague has been going on for like almost 20 years. And then, you see the early story with Bill, you see everything he has set up and how he creates his own little world within this town, okay? You get to live that, which is awesome. Now, you didn't take away, which was great, you didn't take away from the main story of Ellie and Joel, right? That's the main story. We start off with them, but then we cut to Bill. And you're like, all right, here we go. We're going to get some Bill story here. And you're like, okay, what's going on? This is it had a different tone to it. And what was great about it is what I felt is that amongst the chaos that they've showed you, right? You've had 2 episodes of like just straight depression and like fuck and humanity's terrible. The new world orders that are started, the anti-factions, all the shit that you see go on today, but this is put into like a zombie apocalypse style thing. And the zombie apocalypse doesn't start with like a bite. It starts with a fungus. Now, where they change it, like I said, with the airborne thing, they talk about how it was integrated into the food. Like it started getting into the food supply. And then that's how people started changing. And that's a more like, ooh, that's kind of fucking scary. Now, they might have done that due to the fact that you don't want people in masks the whole time throughout a show. So you want to change that and tweak it up a little bit. All right, cool. Don't mind that. That makes it more frightening. Then you got into Bill, and Bill was a straight up douche in the game, and he wasn't as douchey in this, but you saw the side of love. Basically, this was like the world's in chaos, humanity's terrible, everybody is out for themselves, this, that, the other. You're now integrated with a person that is all for himself, wants no outsiders whatsoever. Someone stumbles upon him, it's Frank, right? Falls into a hole. Bill doesn't execute him, this, that, the other. He tests him. He has like all the gadgets, this and that, and he's fine. He brings him in. Then what happens is you start to see a relationship build. A man that's been lonely for a long time, a human that's been lonely, sees someone else. The affection that happens, the sense of no matter what's going on in the world, that love. They always, like you'll hear the phrase that love can triumph all, right? Well, you see that in this episode, right? And that's they did a really good job of it. So while I say that is they didn't take away from the main story because it ties in to Ellie and Joel showing up there when the 2 characters pass on. But we live the 20 years with them. You see the ups and downs, the growth of the character. Frank coming down with a debilitating disease, but it took, over a decade for all this stuff to happen. Now in the game, he gets bit from what I remember, and then he kills himself. This is a little bit different, but he still tries to kill himself. So they still keep certain vibes alive, right? And it was just a beautifully done episode. I gotta say, whatever some people may say, he was, a bisexual character in the game, and I remember that was a big thing back in 2013. That the fact that they put that in the game, it was implied in the game, but in the series they got to show you what the relationship was. They gave you a different vision of it, and they did a really good job because they didn't throw it at you like for the point like we're trying to throw this at you. No, we're taking a moment in time to show you humanity and love and what it can do in the moments of chaos. Like you can still experience life amongst all this craziness. So, when you see that message in it, it was awesome. In the game, like you go on a mission to, get the battery, start it up, this, that, the other, you're killing people, all this kind of shit. That doesn't happen in that. Now, they show like, the drifters coming and, trying to take all this stuff. So you have that episode, you see Frank save Bill, all that kind of crap. And then you see Bill save Frank, but in a different way. and he leaves a note for Joel. At one point, you see the relationship with Joel. Well, I mean, Joel and Tess, right? We only live with Tess for a short time, but the same thing happens in the game. She has to sacrifice herself, but she was bitten, she was infected, this, that, the other. And you see in that one moment when Ellie's reading the note, and she sees Tess's name because he refers to Tess to protect Tess, but Tess is gone. But now he has to protect the girl, Ellie. So, the emotions in the show all work. They twisted something up and it worked. So good on them. The series is still killing it. We went past episode 3 and it didn't disappoint, man. It didn't disappoint. What do you got, Truth? Credit to Gunn. He announced more than I thought. Yeah, seriously. He did. The Last of Us episode 3 titled Frank and Beans. Yeah, I was going to say Frank and Beans. You beat me to it. What's up, Jamie? Are you a crier when watching shows? Oh, Jamie, why'd you ask me that?
Crier with everything.
Yeah, I cry. Because, dude, I was crying. Jamie, that's all good. Yeah, nah, dude. Oh, she's calling me a bitch. Oh, I love you, baby. Oh, I love you.
You're the more emotional one.
I am a very emotional one. Yes, I am. But
out of us, you're more.
Yeah, out of us. Yes, out of the two of us. Yeah. So yeah, that episode definitely hit me. And then the song that they kept playing, I was like, I wonder if that song was in the game. I'm assuming that song was in the game. Couldn't remember. I haven't played that game in so long. So the one thing I do is I don't sit there and worry about beats. I like to see anytime you see an adaptation from something, I like to see what they do to add to it. Like, what are the moments that you're going to do to add to it? And this was a really good episode. This was a good episode to take yourself out for a second. You're still telling the story, but you're taking yourself out of the insanity, because the insanity is going to get crazy. This show's going to get fucked up. I'm sure we're still going to see flashbacks of Bill and Frank and all that kind of stuff. I really do think that that's going to happen. But all in all, series is fucking killing it. There is nothing I'm not liking. So good on this. And that's why, like, when you see HBO Max doing this with The Last of Us, you're like, oh God, I can't wait to see what they do with lanterns. I mean, that's going to be fucking sick. That's going to be fucking insane. So that's going to do it for The Last of Us. Not much else to talk about with that episode, but that was freaking awesome. Now, moving on to some Disney Parks news. Yes, with, of course, in the nosebleed section, she just cooked the tacos. Miss Hope Productions herself. Yes. Oh, Kelsey, before we talk about Super Nintendo World, which I am like, what else we got going on? Not a lot going on, really?
Disneyland started the 100th anniversary, which won't happen in Florida until March.
So why does like the California Disneyland start the 100th anniversary before Disney World?
Because they're still reaping on this damn 50th thing that's been going on for 18 months.
Huh.
So, because that has an end date, they won't start a new one until they end the 50th.
Okay, so they have their end date set for that. Yeah, but Disneyland, for some reason, ended theirs?
Well, no, it's not theirs. It's Disney World.
Oh.
They're older.
Okay.
So they weren't doing that.
All right, I got you.
Anything.
Okay.
But this is actually, like, it already happened. But Disney World won't start their celebration until then.
Okay. All right.
So I think they have some, like, different shows, and I know they got a lot of merch going on. Which I do have one thing over there from the
getting a beer. Go ahead. What?
Chippendale ornament.
Well, the Chippendale is the 100th.
Yeah, so that's from that collection.
Because when we
releasing cool things.
Right, when we go, it's gonna be the 100th. So we're gonna be getting all the cool merch.
Oh, there's some cool merch. Like they even like have, so like people like releasing things from like the different like decades and stuff.
Yeah.
And they released some stuff from the 25th anniversary.
Uh-huh.
And I remember being there for that. And I'm like, oh man, I really want that. So I hope they release it online so I can buy something. Because I really want the sweatshirt and stuff.
Well, I'm looking forward to all the merch. You know I love merch. And now I can't buy any toys. So, you know.
Oh, yeah. Poor thing. He's so deprived. Look around.
I am
He's so
deprived. I'm deprived. Jesus. Jesus.
I mean, they're still doing, like, I guess they're advancing, getting closer to Tron.
You guys saw me do that 2 weeks ago. The Tron. Oh, yeah.
Splash Mountain officially closed.
Splash Mountain closed. So stupid. Talk loud on that one because I just got to run to the potty.
Because apparently all of a sudden it's racist.
Oh, horse shit with the racist
It
crap.
opened in 1992, and it's full of it. And I like it. But I think Disneyland's it's still going to be open until May, I believe. Yeah. And they're turning it into a Princess and the Frog ride. Which I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be like resentful towards it because I love Brer Bear, Brer Rabbit, Brer Fox. I was going to have a soft place, so I think I'm going to be a little bitter. A little bitter. That's how that happens. So, I don't know. I guess I'll have to wait and see, but I don't know. Don't think I'm going to like it.
What do you got?
I don't think I'm going to like the replacement. I think I'm going to be super bitter.
Well, what do they call it? What are they calling it? The Princess and the Frog or some shit? What? Who the hell is Tiana? I never saw that, so I don't know.
That's my mom's favorite princess. You don't want to say that.
Sorry, Linda. I'm so sorry, Linda. I didn't mean to.
I'll watch it. But I don't believe she deserves a ride.
Right. So they're gonna make that. They're gonna make that whole ride with all those all that shit that was going on. Remember when I got on Splash Mountain? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I didn't know it was all this. I thought it was just like you're like riding a log flume right down, and then that shit was it. So
he was convinced the first going up here that he's like,
this is it, right? This is the drop.
and I was like, no.
She's like,
And he's
no.
like, you're lying to me.
I'm like,
He
really?
goes like in dips in the very beginning.
Yeah,
I wasn't lying to you.
I didn't know. I was like, oh. But then you're seeing like all this stuff and all the little animatronics and all that. I'm like, oh, this is cool. I didn't know it was all this shit.
Based off of a movie from like the 50s.
Mm.
But
Well,
what
going,
it-
yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's just stupid.
And their characters, like they're.
Is that going to be done when we go in September? It's already done? They did it that quick?
Oh, no. I thought you meant, is it like not going to be open?
No, Splash Mountain.
No, it's not going to be done. It's not going to be open.
Yeah, I
until,
didn't-
like 24.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, that's a lot of shit. That's a lot
Yeah,
of
but
time.
apparently they already started working on it like the next day.
Damn,
Like,
that's
they didn't even like
quick turnover. They didn't even let it die. They're like,
they
fuck
didn't
this
even,
shit.
Like, give Brer Rabbit the proper funeral. I love Brer Rabbit. You used to be able to meet all those characters when I was a kid. I still love that. So sad about that.
I'm sorry.
I'm sad. I'm gonna be bitter about it.
That's
You know,
okay.
I'm not gonna like it.
That's okay. You have to be bitter.
Just because I'm gonna be bitter.
Oh wait, Jimmy's got something to say about Splash Mountain. But before I read that, what do you got, Jimmy? Yes, agree. The way it tied and letter Bill left for Joel, it was done great. Yeah, no, it was done great, dude. What do you got? I never watched Chernobyl, neither did I. And as good as The Last of Us has been, I watch it now. Oh, I have to go watch Chernobyl then. Yo, Nintendo World, bro. We're about to talk about the Nintendo World. Don't you worry. Because that's woo, gotta go. We're gonna pull up a video on that. Yeah, can't believe no more Splash Mountain. Yeah, Kelsey's upset. That was the first time I went on it, so I was like, all right. I thought it was cool, but I'm like, what the hell is racist? I'm like, okay, but you know. Oh please, please. Pray with the bullshit.
It's a movie, not these animatronics.
Animatronic fucking ride that you go down a water slide and
Like, and it's
ridiculous.
Like,
That's
they weren't incorporating any of that.
that's
so
fucking
you
re.
see these losers that have nothing better to do but to protest stuff like that
Yeah.
because they don't obviously have jobs or like a life. That they had to say that Brer Fox was racist.
What'd they say?
Well, no, that's basically what they're saying. Those are the characters from that.
That's jackass stuff.
Yeah.
That's definitely jack wagon bullshit. So, well, in some like cool news, right? Now, I'm gonna mute this because if I don't mute it, I'm gonna be talking over it the whole time. So, now, Super Nintendo World is opening in Hollywood. Universal in Hollywood. Okay.
On your birthday.
Opening on my birthday in California at Universal Hollywood. Damn it. Why can't they be doing this in Florida? Oh, shit. But I got no problems with that. I got no problems with that. So let's play this video and show you. Now, I'm going to keep the sound off so I talk over it. Now, this is what? 13:33. Okay. Now, this is out in Japan, right? You said?
Yes.
Yeah, Japan. All right, so this shit's... Is this shit fucking freezing right now? Are you kidding me?
On my phone's been like the whole time.
Like, why is this shit so gay? Oh, don't say that, Neil. Why is it doing that? What the fuck? What the fuck, Fick Nugan? Knock it off.
Is the Wi-Fi thing up or no?
No, this is actually just like YouTube in general.
Yeah, because I don't know why I was freezing.
Yours is free.
I
Yours
don't think
is.
it was freezing.
I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. This has been happening tonight, so I do apologize. What the fuck?
I don't know. Mine has just been freezing the whole night. The phone.
These fucking cuntalinguses. So as you're seeing, oh, there we go. Now it's playing a little bit, but kind of freezing. ACS, what is good, sir? Thank you for stopping in. What is going on? I don't know what the hell's going on with this shit right now, but this is pissing me off. Play, asshole. Look at this crap. Look at this. Is it playing without problems? Not
Spinning right now, but my phone's also spinning.
your phone is spinning, and so is this. Well, at least it's not kicking me off, but
There we go. Now it came back.
yeah, it's like going slow at times. I don't know what's going on. Now, this is out in Japan. Regardless of whatever the video is doing, I don't really care. Look, who wouldn't want to visit this? I mean, I don't know why.
That is super crazy.
Why is it doing this? This is pissing me off.
Isn't it crazy though?
What?
This Nintendo world.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, it'd be great if it
It's
fucking
like
played.
life-size, like game though.
Oh my god,
It's
this
like the life-size video game. Like it's Mario Kart.
it is.
That's where my brother wants to go.
Well, that's what I want to do.
You know, he's always making Mario Kart references.
Jesus, this is fucking awful. This video is awful. But I got to keep talking through it. So, anyway, so you're seeing the land right here. I don't know what's going on. Here's like another, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring it through. So instead of this playing, I'll let it play. If it pauses, I'm sorry, everybody. But I mean, look, they have the Mario Kart ride that goes on in this. I saw imagery of it. I was trying to find an image of it. I could not find it. Well, I couldn't find like the full-on ride. I don't know if anybody's really recorded. Someone had to have.
Well, they don't really let you record in those countries, so.
Oh, okay. So that's kind of why this hasn't been shown.
Yeah, I mean,
Like you're driving on Rainbow Road. Now, I don't know if it's going to be like, I wonder if it's going to be single person rider on those or if it's going to be like some kind of joint thing. I mean, take a look at that. How awesome does that look? Like you can run through some of this shit from what I saw. Because this is, like I said, like a 13-minute video.
Yeah.
I mean, you got oops.
I saw one of the guys that I followed.
You got
the one in Japan because.
Well, this is the one from Japan.
Yeah.
This is the one from Japan. So, I mean, I need to go ride these things. I need to go check this out. I mean, how would you not want to be in this universe? Look at that. You got Toad, and plus you've got the Super Mario movie coming out.
I
Huh?
want to meet all them. You guys can go on the rides. I want to meet the characters.
Look, they got some kind of slow ass. Look at, they got some kind of slow ass shit.
They got Toad. Oh yeah. There we go.
Look, that looks like it's some kind of ride through.
I meet Toad.
Oh no, I like meeting characters. Come on now.
That's what I want to do. You guys can go on the rides.
Yeah, I'm a character. Shit, I should be one of these characters. Now they also even show like I think you could fuck with the boxes too. You know, like where you get a look at the shell. That is so cool. I want to jump up on those things. I would want to be in it. I want to go down one of the tubes.
Super immersive.
It seems very immersive.
It just looks like you're in the game.
So let's see if I can.
I mean, that's pretty awesome.
Let's see if we go in. Oh, like look at right here. Look at that. Look at the little Goombas.
Yeah.
Look, you got the POW. Oh my God. This is super immersed. And now you know they definitely made tweaks to this, I would think. You know, because this has been out for over a year, right? About a year, I would say.
Probably.
I mean, the coins that are going around. Look, you got.
And you can get a band, and then there's like all these like kind of like Disney with their band. So you get a band, and then you go and like play games.
The ghosts.
You go and play games.
You play games within the world that you're right there. Yeah, like I think I saw that.
Yeah.
Like this has to be immersive. You have to be able to mess with shit.
I only saw part of that, so I can't even remember like what it does or anything. But I think it also there's something on like there's an app that goes along with it.
Oh, yeah.
Play along with it.
Okay, all right. Koopa's Castle. I mean, holy crap! Now I know like they're gonna have the Toadstool restaurant. They're calling it Toadstool or some shit like that. Like, yeah, like Jamie, yo, this shit's gonna be out in California this year, February 17th. They're opening it. It's kind of pausing at times, but it's still going. So it's still going. So that's a plus. Stop pausing. Is it?
It's not just you. No, not you. But
Oh yeah, no. This like
is all fucked up.
I think it's because like the world is going right now because of the DC slate. Now I'm trying to see if they go into. Oh, there's the Toadstool restaurant. So that's going into Koopa's Castle. Like I mean, the merchandise alone is gonna be ridiculous.
He's like, I need everything.
I'm gonna need pretty much all of it. Why does that ad pop up? Go away. There's the Toadstool cat. Oh wait, what is that? King Pios. I don't know. Is that like in Chinese or something, Japanese or some shit?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, it's gonna be called Toadstool Restaurant. I mean, look at this. Now, I wonder if you have to make reservations for that. You probably do. Let's see some of the food. Look at the. They make it a mushroom. That's great. Look at that.
These are cool.
This is fucking. This is hilarious. Look at this shit. Oh my God.
Like, and I wonder, like, how different is like
Huh?
California going to be from this one?
Yeah.
The food looks just like it. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like
wondering.
artistry.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of artistry in this. This
Like
is.
that
This
just
is.
makes me want to go to the restaurant.
Oh no, we're gonna go to the restaurant.
Like more than anything else.
Yoshi's Adventure. Huh. Now what is this?
Those are cute.
Like I love the warp tunnels that you have. Like they have all the warp tunnels and shit. I mean, this is impressive. And you know that each park that does this, right? It should go to Disney World. It's crazy that it wouldn't. Oh, God damn it! I keep fucking this up. Universal.
Maybe, but I don't know if they
You don't think they have a big enough land? Oh, what game is this?
I'm not.
This is like what is this? A virtual game? That's what it looks like. It looks like virtual glasses or some shit. Yeah. You look through it and it looks like a video game. That's pretty damn cool. That's pretty cool.
I know they don't have as much land as this, so I don't know. Since they already built the second park, I don't know. Who knows?
Fun
I haven't
Factory.
been there since I was a kid.
I'm trying to see if there's anything else skimming through. Not much else. Now, look, that being said, this is some cool shit. This is cool stuff. There's not much else in the video, though. When I'm going through it, I was just skimming through. It looks like we have something different there. We've got more merch, more food. And you know that there's rides. I know there's a Mario Kart ride. I don't see any footage of that. But that being said, very cool shit. Very cool shit. So we'll pause that right there. Come right here. We'll stop that screen because there's not much else with it when it comes to that stuff. Oh, well, the site says a Mario Kart. Yeah. So, yes. So there is a Mario Kart ride. I don't know the extent of the Mario Kart ride. I don't know that. But I did see, like in small footage, that they have Rainbow Road. So you're like going on Rainbow Road and all that shit. But I don't know. It's probably going to be like a virtual screen in front of you where it jerks you back and forth. Or it could be a ride that actually shoots you through shit. I really don't know. It could be like, Kelsey, what was that ride in Hollywood Studios with Mickey and Minnie? Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad. Yeah, so it could be something like that, man. It could be some shit like that. I could see that happening. Kels, any other things that you wanted to add for Disney park stuff?
Crazy amount going on this week.
Yeah, not too much, right? Other than the fact that we're going in September.
Yeah, that's
Yes. For 11 days. Well, 12, but 11 days. And yes, yeah, then can't wait.
News right there.
Huh?
World news.
Oh, that's fucking world news. And you know it. You know that's world news. Oh my God. So, all right. Very cool stuff. One thing I do want to check real fast is I want to see if one of the drops is working. You know why? Because I want to play my Seinfeld drop. So here comes one.
No, I don't drink coffee.
Yeah, you don't drink coffee? How about instant coffee?
No, I don't have.
You don't have any instant coffee?
Well, I don't normally.
Who doesn't have instant coffee?
I don't.
You buy a jar of Folgers Crystals, you put it in the cupboard, you forget about it. And later on, when you need it, it's there. It lasts forever. It's freeze-dried. Freeze-dried crystals.
I don't know why I did that. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, it was. And then this was the one I kept trying to play for everybody that heard the DC slate today. Let's see if it works.
Choking the life out of all the pretty flowers. You see something young, something pretty, you just gotta choke the life out of it, don't you, Trainer? Huh? You killed the pretty flowers, didn't you, Trainer? You killed the pretty little flowers, didn't you? You dirty, filthy, stinking weed, didn't you? Lieutenant. Yeah. Hey, you. Martell.
That shit. I was trying to play that before I did the DC slate news, but it didn't happen. But that is exactly how everybody was reacting to what Gunn was saying. Oh shit. I fucking love it. And then the one thing that I was also saying was the library cop basically is who I would want to be, okay? If I was going at anybody that was like bitching and moaning about, any of the entertainment stuff and all that, like, oh, no, I didn't do that. Oh, no. But the library cop, wait, guys, ready? You ready for this? Because it's fucking hilarious because it's basically calling people out.
You think this is all a big joke, don't you? Well, let me tell you something funny, boy.
What is your problem?
What's my problem? Punks like you, that's my problem. And you better not screw up again, Seinfeld, because if you do, I'll be all over you like a pit bull on a poodle.
Oh, I fucking love that. Oh, God. That episode is so funny. That episode is so funny, but I mean, that's basically like whenever you call anybody out, I'll be allowed you like a pit bull on a poodle. A poodle. A poodle. Can't even talk. A poodle. Oh, shit just cracks me up. The shit just cracks me up. I can't help it. And then we have more of this one because I played it before. I'll make Kelsey do another drop of this one.
We're the devils! The devils!
Oh, anyway, moving on. Moving on. I'm so sorry, everybody. So sorry. So sorry. So sorry. Now, Ghostbuster topics. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, I just played a couple of those Seinfeld things right there. The library cop. Yeah. I'm talking to some Ghostbuster fans right now, okay? We all know I'm a huge Ghostbuster fan, okay? If you haven't already, go check out my Ghostbuster review on the Spangler Proton Pack, in which I have. It's right in front of me. Okay. It's a good video. It's a very good video. Kelsey did a great job with editing and making it fun. But one thing I will say now that is grinding my gears. Yes, grinding my motherfucking gears is. All right. Look, I love me all things Ghostbusters. Okay, you see that shared screen. Love me all things Ghostbusters. This is probably going to be a little bit of a rant. This might sound like this to a lot of people. Might want to close your ears, okay? Now, me being the irregular Neil, I love standing on my own, okay? I love talking with all different types of people, talking to different groups, this, that, the other, but I will always want to stand on my own. Now, in doing the review on the Spangler Proton Pack, which I got, I thought it was fucking amazing, okay? Amazing. The fact that, Kelsey, what made the Spangler Proton Pack? What style company? Say it loud. A toy company decided, okay, to do a fan-funded project through HasLabs, which is what they do, and they did a Proton Pack. Now, me, huge Ghostbusters fan, always wanted a replica style to scale Proton Pack. Always. Spirit Halloween gave us this. You know, you guys seen me wear it. Cool. Not to scale, but awesome. If I was a kid and able to come across that, oh my God, I would die. I've got the Spangler pack sitting over there. Seriously, go watch the fucking video. I'll pull it up if you want. Too big and kind of heavy to go like that right now, so I'm not doing that. But I've seen nothing. And the one thing I said in the fucking video was, I'm excited to see the modifications that people are going to make to it. I'm like, oh, cool. You're going to make some modifications. All right. Wow. The amount of fucking assholes that have come out and made modifications, but at the same time slapped HasLab kind of in the face like, well, you know what? You didn't do this right. I want to do this. Yo, a toy company decided to give you something that you never would have in your fucking life. And I have a share screen because I'm about to share this, okay? Because I showed it before. So here it is. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look at some of the prices for all this, right? Okay, so the Etsy pack I just showed you, almost $100. That's a plastic fucking piece of shit for $89.99. $89.99. Not even replica scaled. Hell, I did a Ghostbuster party with it. This, that, the other. I put the Alice frame to it. Cool. I've seen people modify this. Okay, I don't know why you would modify this thing. Where I go with this is like this right here. Ghostbuster Plasma Series Spangler Proton Pack, brand new, $298.35. Bullshit. You're not selling it for $298. Huh? Well, that's like under the value price, so I don't even understand that. So you know that right there that says free shipping Etsy for $298.35, that's bullshit. You know what they're going to send you? A plastic piece of shit that isn't even that brand. There is no fucking way that that's that, because the going price for that was fucking $500. You're not. Well, no, $400. You're not getting that for $298. That's a lie. Okay? So that person is a flat out asshole. Now, here you go. HasLab's Ghostbuster Plasma Series Egon Spangler Proton Pack brand. $900 used. How the fuck is it used when it already got sent out only 2 months ago? What do you mean used? What the hell is that? So people are already trying to screw with people. That's like right away, that's where I don't like that. Okay, Ruby's Ghostbuster Proton Pack, light and sound as shown, one size. Number one, I don't even think this fucking thing is made, so that's a scam. Scam. Okay, look it. Here we go. Look, this is a piece of plastic, okay? That's why I say toy, but it's a piece of plastic that looks like a goddamn replica. It is super impressive, super immersed, does tons of different things. I don't like the fact that hardcore Ghostbuster fans are coming out and modifying the shit out of this pack. That's kind of where I'm going. You see that going on eBay for $1,500. Are you kidding me? $1,500? Why? Why the fuck is that going for $1,500?
That's not available now.
So you had a bunch of assholes. Now I'm going to go run to the men's room for a second. Kelsey can speak on this as I go, but I'm going to come back and I'm going to rip some a-hole. No, go. You can even talk on it. You know you can. You can talk about how much I love it and how upset I am on it.
He does love it. He was sitting on the ground with the box when it came in. It is really cool, actually, what they're able to do with the toy. I will say that. It is pretty cool. I don't really see why you'd be modifying anything on it, because it is a toy. If you wanted to do that, wouldn't you just build it yourself? I don't fully understand that. Nobody enjoys anything, though, and that's in every genre of everything. Nobody enjoys anything anymore. So no one could just, like, take it as it is. They want to make it to the 84 movie. But that's not what it is. That's not what it is, and that's clearly not what it was going to be, so... I say, bunch of losers.
Where did you just leave off?
We're trying to make it into the original movie. That's not what it is.
No, it's not.
That's not what it was supposed to be.
Not what it was ever
supposed
supposed
to be. Ordered it.
It's not what that was ever supposed to be. Ever. At any point. and time. It was never supposed to be that. So, you know, like one thing I said, I was like, I'm excited. I said it in my video. I'm excited to see the modifications that people will make. But then all of a sudden, right, I'm like looking through, you know, I look through YouTube, and because I'm a Ghostbusters fan, a lot of stuff pops up, and I'm like, oh, okay, all right, let me see what this dude did. And I'm like, all right, cool. But in the same breath, they're like, well, I wish they didn't do this. This should be like that. That's it. Whoa, fuck face. You already like like I said, the people that already make proton packs from scratch, that do it from metal, this, that, the other, that is amazing. I only applaud people that can do that. I wish I could do that. But then I'm watching videos of how to deconstruct these proton packs. What the fuck are you doing? Do you think a normie is going to be able to take a nail clipper and cut the precise part of the plastic to take the wires that you guys are getting and ordering all these parts and going to all these places? I saw people sand it down, repaint it to give... Dude, a toy company made this. You weren't going to get fucking metal, you idiots. You know, like, I'm a little raged about this because I'm like, it's like you don't have an appreciation for the fact that a proton pack was made where you can actually buy it as a person that doesn't have the fucking means to do it. You know, like, I don't have a soldering kit. I don't know how to work with electronics, rewire things. I'm watching what they're doing. I'm like, do you know what'll happen if a fucking normie decides to unscrew this and do what you're doing in your video, but you know how to troubleshoot if something happens, and you're flat out telling this person to do that? Like, that's when I say you have a responsibility when you have a fucking channel to not be an asshole, okay? Why can't you just be a fan? Why can't you just be a person that appreciates something that was made, something that was fan fucking funded, okay? And they go and they produce this. Oh, you have, you know, when something's mass produced, yeah, some things might be defective, this, that, the other. So if you're able to modify that and fix it, kudos to you, applaud, okay? But when you want to flat out retool the entire fucking thing, you're an asshole. You're an asshole, okay? Because a lot of these people that I see that have these, that got the HasLabs Spangler Proton Pack, already had pre-existing replica proton packs that cost $1,500. That cost, I mean, you could find some on here that, look at this, HasLabs Ghostbuster Plasma Series Proton Pack, all tiers plus Neutrino one. Kelsey, $1,800. $1,800. There is no motherfucking way I'm paying $1,800 for plastic. I mean, really? So a bunch of people bought these just to upsell them. See, that's why you say, oh, those people are smart. No, you're assholes. You're assholes. And you know it. I mean, my God. That's what I said. Like, that goes to show you that people don't have an appreciation.
They do that with everything.
Right. So, like, people do this with everything, and they don't have an appreciation for nothing. Like, who are you to sit here and start compliment sandwiching a fucking company that made something? I mean, come on. Why does it have to be a thing? You know, so at the end of the day, no matter what the fan base is, right? No matter who it is, whether it's DC fans, MCU fans, Disney fans, anime fans. I love anime. I like anime. You know, horror fans. Everybody needs to fucking critique things, okay? Everybody thinks they know better. Everybody thinks that they can modify everything. So here you are modifying it, but what you're doing is you're creating a chamber of assholes that are now going to say, oh, you know what? That doesn't look that good. I saw comments in some of these videos where they're like, oh, that looks so much better. Motherfuckers, this shit looks insane. This thing is amazing. And the fact that they gave you all these kind of attributes, they gave you a fucking wand that came out a year before they even decided to do this. And the fact that you were able to pair it, I mean, my God, okay? I'm not the dude that can go and build one, okay? Like all these other dingbats can. But guess what? When we saw it on Pawn Stars, guy was trying to sell for $3,000. I looked at him like, yo, this thing is cool, but what are you, fucking insane? $3,000? Like, get the hell out of here. Like, you're nuts.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, they're like, you're nuts. No. We could sell it for maybe 15, but we're not giving you $3,000 for this. Why don't you go home and keep it? The thing makes all these different sound effects. You connect the one, you have the hose. It has a replica size to it. It's got some weight. It's not 40 pounds. You know, but like, I don't like when people go, yeah, it's awesome, but you know what? This could be this. I saw people taking shit apart, putting new, like, oh my God. Like, why did you buy it? Why did you buy it? Did you buy it just to do that? You bought it just to modify it? Why? What was the point?
It's less work than actually looking.
Yeah, like, to me, what's the point when you do that shit? I don't understand that. Yes, Ghostbusters. I loved Spirit Halloween. Oh yeah, Spirit Halloween was awesome. Yes, the Spirit Halloween pack is awesome. But this is even better. This is the actual. Oh my God. Oh, this is the actual one. This is the HasLab one. Now I know people were having trouble, as I am right now because I'm a little special.
Now it's hard.
It's not easy. I will say that. There we go. So here I am. I'm right here through it. This is the HasLab one. Look at this. Look at this. What do you have to modify? What do you have to modify? Why do you have to touch it? Look, switch me on. Ready? Let me switch me on. Hold on. Where is it? Hold on. What do you need to do? Oh, I need to change this light right here. I need to look more like the movie. It needs to have a different blue hue. I don't get it. I don't get it. This thing is amazing. Amazing. The fact that we got this is amazing. It's hard to maneuver over here. Hold on. I'm having a little trouble. Give me a second. I'm going to switch it off. Hold on. There we go. Has its motor. Dude, everybody, thing's amazing. Don't pay attention to too many of these over-the-top Ghostbuster fans. Okay? This is no different than fans in the DCU. This is no different than fans in the MCU. It's the same thing regardless. Do not listen to all these people. This pack is fucking amazing. Okay, I got to go put it back on the stand because it's going to fall. Ugh. And I will cry. The pack's amazing. The people that are modifying the packs, awesome, great job, good for you. But you're also creating a fucking group of assholes that don't appreciate it. Okay, you know how many people were never able to have something like that don't have the means that you have to build it, the garages. You work in some kind of industry where you can do it. Don't encourage people to do that. Oh my God. That's why I always say, like, you have such a responsibility when you do this shit. Don't be an asshole. Gosh. Like, just don't be. Man. But that really was grinding my gears. That was getting me going. I was you know, I try to share my Ghostbusters stuff with other Ghostbusters fans, but when you do that kind of shit, nah, I'm not cool with that. I'm really not, because at the end of the day, we've got this going on right now.
One so hard? We neutronized it. You know what that means? A complete particle reversal.
We have the tools, we have the talent.
It's Miller time.
That's right. It's Miller time. Now, on other Ghostbuster topics, we don't really have much going on right now. We know the sequel's getting into production. We haven't heard much since they kind of, you know, announced like a Ghostbusters universe coming. No different than the DC slate that was announced. We know we got some cartoons coming. We know we've got the movie coming. I don't know what else they're going to do. I'm sure we got more merch and stuff and all that. I know that they released like Egon Spangler glasses and the belt, but I already have all that shit, so I don't worry about that. But other than that, there's not much Ghostbusters news. I just wanted to talk about the pack, and I want to talk about everybody overdoing the modifications and not appreciating the fucking pack that was sent to you. Damn it. Gets on my nerves. Oh, that pisses me off. That really pisses me off. But you know, like I said, other than that, not much else when the lands of Ghostbusters when it comes to that. Let's see if we got some other little drop that we can play for you. That was always, it's always a good thing. I mean, we always love a good fucking Ghostbuster drop, but do we have one that we want to play? What did you do, Ray? Let's do it. Yeah, like, what did you do, Proton Pack enthusiasts that don't know how to just appreciate what was given to you?
I couldn't help it. It just popped in there.
What? What just popped in there?
I tried to think.
Look!
No! It can't be.
What is it?
It can't be.
What did you do, Ray? Oh, shit. Oh, no.
2, 3,
Woo! But, you know, on Ghostbusters news, that's about it. That's about it when it comes to that. That's about it. Wow, we're hitting that 2-hour mark. That's about, yeah. We've been random throughout this stream. I must say, we've been random throughout. I have to tell you. Random in every fashion known to man. You know, we covered the DC slate. Okay, so for anybody that's still here that tuned in late, we started off with introduction. We went into the gun slate. We talked about DC Studios for about 40 minutes. We did Disney Parks. Before Disney Parks, we did The Last of Us. Episode 3, we talked some stuff. Then we went to Disney Parks. Then we went to Ghostbusters. And now what's going to happen is we're going to close it out. Yes, we're going to close it out. This has been a very enjoyable, I must say, a very enjoyable Irregular Thoughts. We went, you know, on Irregular Thoughts Live. Like I told you, we're going to be doing this a lot more often. We'll be here at least once a week or every other week on a live until we start getting some special stuff out there on our lives. And, you know, of course, stay tuned for some news flashes. And we're going to also be introducing like we call it Irregular Tours, but I'm going to bring back an old character. There's an old character. His name was, Let it be a surprise. Okay. So yeah, we're going to reintroduce. Okay. I like that, Kelsey. We're going to reintroduce a character, that no one's seen for a while. He only showed up once, and he's going to be the introducer, the host of Irregular Tours. Irregular Tours, we did a Christmas edition. We did another tour edition of the apartment. But what we're going to do with the regular tours going forward is we're going to promote my diorama stuff that I like to do, my window style stuff that I like to do, like window displays, and, you know, anything that I change up on the toy shelves, which are over there. You know, we're always changing that up. You see that diorama down there. There's this diorama right here that isn't lit up. We've got the winter window right there. And that's going to all be in Irregular Tours. That's going to be in the Irregular Tours new content section. And that's going to be fun to do. Yeah, I know, Jamie. She's like, don't tell them. Don't tell them. Because it's a character, honestly, dude, that you guys will not remember. He only made one appearance. He was hosting a series that we were going to start, but we didn't know how to film it. We might get back into that because, you know, I do have these puppies behind me. And these were introduced. So you'd have to go way back on the channel to see what I'm talking about. Anybody want to check it out? Go check it out. But anyway, as always, everybody, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being here tonight. I know there was a lot of other channels going that like to report all the news and do all that stuff. So I really do appreciate everybody that came by tonight. And please don't forget to go hit that like, go hit that subscribe, and become a part of the Irregular Nation, because why wouldn't you want to? Come take a ride on the irregular side with this guy, the Irregular Neil. Hope Productions to my left in the nosebleeds, and we will see you all soon. Cheers, everybody.